everybody, welcome to the webinar on how to generate listings and buyers from your next open house. So I'm going to give you this top 6 ways to generate buyers and listings from your open house. And also I'm going to give you 2 bonus tips to stay engaged with these leads and all your leads even after the open house. So as we go through this video, make sure you pause it as needed because we are literally going to walk through and actually do these items and get some listings and get some buyers in our funnel. So go to listingstoleads.com and either log in or sign up for your free trial. And once you're logged in, go to the listings page and find your listing. If you need any help with any of this stuff, by all means, either ask our support team or click on the support icons in the lower left-hand column here, and the support post will come up for whatever item we're talking about, okay? So I'm going to click on Market Listing for this listing here that has an open house on August 22nd. And so notice you're going to be in the work area to do a Facebook ad, all right? Now, before we get there, click on Edit. So just to the right of where it says Market Listing, click on Edit. And there's a couple of things I want you to pay attention to one time for each listing. And first, photos. So if you've got any professional photos, go ahead and upload them here. All right, click the green Upload Images button, upload those photos. And when done, click where it says Generate YouTube Video so that we can generate a YouTube video for you. Those are awesome for SEO, and you can use them in Facebook ads as well. So really cool tools there. Videos and 3D tour here. You can either upload a video file. So if you got a property video, a walkthrough video, anything like that, a URL. So if you got it on YouTube or I believe Vimeo as well. And if you got embed code for like a Matterport 3D tour or anything like that. So either upload, URL, or embed. Let's get those videos and 3D tours in here. The next thing I want to look at is open house. So if you're having an open house, go ahead and select the date and time of the open house and click save. And lastly, this is a requirement. So make sure you're pausing this video as needed. I want you to be doing this as we go through it. Where it says seller information, make sure you have the seller's email address. So in this case, I've got 1, 2 emails and the salutation. All right, make sure to always click save so that we save that information. Because once you've got all this done, we're going to do a number of different things to make sure you are generating buyer leads and listings for this open house. All right, so let's go back to market listing now. And let's get that Facebook ad done. So this is going to be a Facebook lead ad. We're going to generate name, email, and phone numbers with every lead. And when the lead clicks through the ad, they're going to go to the single property website for your listing. So, location. All you got to do is type in the location. If you want to upload a video or a different image, you can do that here. I'm just going to click close as this image here is good for me. And we got the housing ad category all taken care of. So we got the radius 15 miles, which is required for any housing ad. You've got your lifetime budget of $35 and the start and end date. All of this is editable, so I can change any of this that I want. All you got to do is click create ad and you are off and running. Now, if you wanted to do retargeting, you could have checked the box that says retarget and type in your custom audience name to retarget these ads. And if you want more advanced options, select the advanced options option, and you'll see more options down there. But for 95% of you, just put in the location, click create ad, and let the system do the work for you. We've done hundreds of thousands of these ads. And once you land here, you see there's a view icon right there in the image. Go ahead and click on that, and you can see what the actual ad looks like. Then click the blue show ad to the right there. And scroll down a little bit. And here's what the ad looks like. And people click the image, and here we go. Name, email, and phone number for every lead. All right, absolutely awesome. Next up, social media post. So this is already set up via the Get Started wizard when I first joined Listings to Leads. So you should have that all set up. If not, go back to Get Started on your account homepage, and you can go through the Get Started wizard, and it will walk you through setting up auto posting. But here you can see it auto posted to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And I'll show you what it looks like up on Facebook, and it works the same way on all 3 platforms. So here we got the open house in Granite Bay. People can send a text and they get the mobile responsive virtual tour. I get the phone number 100% of the time. Or they can click the image or the Learn More button at the bottom. And here is my single property website with the full screen video. And a lot of great information here. They can schedule a tour. They can fill out a lead form for when do you plan to buy, we can help. A lot of times homeowners are looking at your listings as well. And so we want to give them the opportunity to get a home value right from the single property website. And this is so awesome for your home sellers, because for all those people that need to sell before they buy, this is such a great help for those people. All right. Next up, we got the Real Estate Resource Center, where you can select which between 50 plus PDF reports, 25 plus for sellers, 25 plus for buyers, and people can literally download these PDF guides right from here. And again, you get the lead notification email, and they're getting even more engagement from your marketing. Talk about branding, talk about marketing, talk about lead generation. All right, it is all happening. So we did the Facebook ad, we did the social media post, and next up it is to share on the seller's social media and also the e-flyer for the seller's sphere of influence. Now, a little bit earlier in Edit Listing, there was that tab called Seller Referral Leads. If you don't remember that, pause this video, go back to Edit Listing, Seller Referral Leads, and make sure the seller's email and salutation are there, because people are generating free leads. And talk about the branding to the the seller's sphere of influence. So the e-flyer, this e-flyer goes to the seller, and you will be CC'd on it. All right. So when the seller gets this email coming from you, you will be CC'd, and they will also get another email, the seller will, for them to post on social media. All right. And it'll look like this. So when they click through either the Facebook post on the seller's Facebook page or the e-flyer that the seller sends to them, again, it'll take them back to the single property website that we just looked at. And this is absolutely phenomenal. We have people generating over 24 leads for free every time this goes out. People are getting listings from this when this goes out to the sellers. All right. So I'm going to do a quick little role play for you. So pause this video after I do the role play. Make sure you're getting this done and make sure you're doing exactly what I say here. All right. Now, I do want you to put this in your own words. All right. But when you get CC'd on these 2 emails that go to the seller, I want you to call the seller up and say something like, hey, Ian, this is Scott over at L2L Realty, and I'm doing a lot of great marketing for the open house this weekend. And I wanted to let you know that we sent you a couple of things, something to put on Facebook, something to share via email, because you know people, a lot of people that you know may know people looking to buy in the area, and we just don't want to leave any stones unturned. All right. That's kind of the key word right there. We don't want to leave any stones unturned. If you got a better way of saying that, by all means, please do so. But the idea is you're letting the seller know you are doing a ton of great marketing for the property, for the open house, and we don't want to leave any stones unturned. And because they know people that probably know somebody looking to buy in the area, we want to make sure that we let those people know. All right. And so all of these tools, again, they link back to the single property website, where there's a lot of great lead capture there. So check this out. People click the e-flyer, the single property website comes up. The automated lead capture here will pop up as well. In addition, they've got all the opportunities to engage with you via the when do you plan to buy, we can help, what is your home worth now, and even the Real Estate Resource Center. So there's a lot of engagement points on the single property website once the seller's sphere of influence get to them from either the e-flyer or the social media post. All right. So that was 3 and 4. Next up is a nearby homeowner's letter. This is probably one of the most powerful tools for generating leads in real estate. Let me show you. You can edit, download, or send. And let me show you what these look like. So here's what we recommend. You can either print these up and mail them. You can print them up and door knock, or you can print them up and just drop off. So especially if you got an open house, what I'm going to recommend is that you door knock or door drop before the open house. All right. And especially if you're going to have like a special neighbors only open house, this would be a phenomenal invitation. And I'm telling you, people literally get come listen to me calls from doing these letters. They get people calling them a week later, a month later, 2 months later, because people are saving these letters and then calling the agent up when they're ready to start talking about listing their home. All right. We've even had people get chased down the street with someone saying, hey, thank you for the letter. We're going to be selling soon. Can you come talk to us? We've had nothing but phenomenal feedback from these letters. All right. And you get these letters for every listing you've got in your account. All right. So make sure you use that nearby homeowners letter. When you download it for your open house, it'll let them know about the open house. And you got 3 different versions of it. So use the one that you think looks best for you, and let us know how it works for you. All right. So one thing you can do is get yourself into the mastermind group. If you're not already in there, ask support for an invitation. It's a private closed group, and you can search the mastermind group for nearby homeowners letter and get more information on how to use them. All right. Absolutely awesome tool as well. Next up is the e-flyer for your database. So this e-flyer, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's sent. This e-flyer typically gets 100% more opens and clicks than your typical listing alert or follow-up email that you're sending out of your CRM. All right. So to send this to your database is absolutely powerful. People that send it to the database often tell us that, again, they're getting come list me emails, come list me calls. They're getting people just replying back to them about wanting to buy or sell real estate just from sending this email to them. All right. In the email, again, it links to the single property website, just like we saw before. And the other item in that email was the Granite Bay Home Valuations landing page. And so here you go. You got the landing page right there. And so that email generates phenomenal leads. So I want to make sure that you're using the e-flyer for your database. All right. So you can either, the best way to use is click on copy code and then go to whatever CRM or email program you're using and send it through that. All right. You'll be able to actually do that from Listings to Leads soon. We've actually got a couple of dozen people on beta for our follow-ups. And let me just show you here. If I go to follow-ups, I will open a link in a new tab. And I'll kind of walk you through because it works similarly in pretty much every email program. Like a BombBomb would be awesome for this, or Constant Contact, or Line Desk, Wise Agent, any CRM or email program. So again, click on Create Email Blast. All CRMs will have an ability to send an email to your database. All right, and I will give it a subject line. Hit next. So again, whatever CRM or whatever email program you use, it kind of works along the same lines of creating an email to send to your database. And you'll be taken to an editor that looks something like this. And the editor will have a box called Source. Click Source and Control V or Command V, depending if you're a Mac or PC. And there you go. That's the email. Looks phenomenal. And again, it is marketing the open house, and it's letting people know all about the open house, so all the great open house information there for the listing. And then letting them know that when the home is sold, their home values will be affected. All right. And that's why this email works so well in generating both buyers and sellers from the open house. All right. So make sure you're using the e-flyer for your database. All right. So now we walked through Facebook ads, social media posts, right? Automated social media posts to your Facebook page, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. We're going to share it on the seller's social media page and send them an e-flyer to share via their sphere of influence. We're going to call the seller, let them know we're doing a lot of great marketing of their listing, and we don't want to leave any stones unturned because they probably know people that know people looking to buy in the area, right? So don't forget to do that, right? Everyone that tells me, people all the time will tell us, you know, I didn't do the seller stuff for a long time because I thought it was whatever. My seller wouldn't like it. And one time my seller asked me for something, and so I sent them this, and they loved it. And I got a lot of great leads from it. And so now they do it all the time for every listing. And they say, we wish we would not have waited a year, 6 months, 2 months, whatever it was, to do this. So I'm just going to tell you, do it now and save yourself the grief later. All right. And then we got the nearby homeowners letter. So whether we are going to mail it, door knock, or door drop, I like to door knock, right? So I like to go to the door, knock on the door, step back a couple of feet so that I'm not crowding the door and crowding people, especially nowadays, but even before, I would always do that. And then hand them the letter, because this letter gives you a reason to talk to people. All right, this letter, it's not a just listed postcard, right? It's not a just sold postcard. It is a letter. All right, so it gives a lot more gravitas, and it's giving you a reason to talk to these people, right? In this case, I may say something like, "Hi, I'm Scott Pierce at LDL Realty. We're having an open house down the street at your neighbor's house, and I wanted just to give you an invitation to it." There's more information on here about the open house itself, about the property, and a couple of other things, and people really like that. All right, it's a customer service perspective. You're not trying to sell people. You're just trying to create an opening for a conversation if they want to have one with you. You'll get the vibe and you'll get the feeling from talking to them how you should proceed with the conversation, but the goal is to get that letter to them and let them just sit with it. They will get a hold of you when they need to, so don't feel like nothing happened if you just drop off 50 letters and nothing happens right away. All right, the magic is in them people getting it, taking a look at it, not feeling pressured, right? Having good engagement from that letter, and then reaching back out to you when they're ready. All right, so anyways, I love to door knock. I think it's a great opportunity to finally talk to people because we are salespeople and we want to be talking to people. And if we can talk to people face to face, even better. All right. And the last one right here is the e-flyer for your database to make sure that your database knows about the open house, and similarly to the nearby homeowners letter, that your database knows when this home is sold that nearby home values will be affected. All right. So use these 6 tools. You can use them for every listing. They work similarly for all listings, whether they're coming soon, just listed, active, pending, or just sold. So make sure you're using all of these tools for every listing in your Listings to Leads account, and you just have to fine tune them over time, right? So your Facebook ad may have started out with a $35 budget for 1 week, which is what we do by default, but you might want to come in here and edit that up to $50, right? And maybe run it for 2 weeks, right? In the beginning, do $35 for 1 week, and you can adjust from there based on your results, all right? Again, kind of similarly for the nearby homeowners letter, right? We recommend that you do it twice for every listing. So you might want to do it for an open house and then do it again when it's just sold. Some people do just listed and pending, or just listed and just sold. But we want to get this letter in particular, to the homeowners at least twice for every listing. Because a big part of marketing and lead gen and branding as well is that they see your marketing message multiple times, and preferably from multiple directions. So they may see the letter, they may see the Facebook ad, they may see the Facebook post on their neighbor's Facebook page, they may have gotten the e-flyer from your database or from the seller. So the idea is that we're creating a lot of marketing messages, right, that are going to people from different directions for better engagement. All right. Now, I told you about a couple other things here that we're going to talk about that's going to help generate and engage more leads. But before I do, there's a few more things on here that I will mention. All right, you got your single property website, either full screen or lead gen. You got your virtual tour. You got your open house sign-in form right there. Now, listing flyers. These are really, really awesome. If you're not using our listing e-flyers or listing flyers, right, the print flyers, you're really missing out here. Let me just show you one of them, and I'll show you what I'm talking about and why you're really missing out if you're not using these. First of all, I think they're beautiful, and they actually generate listing leads and better buyer leads. So here's my flyer. And what I want to draw your attention to is this. Need to sell before you buy, go to, right? And everyone gets a free domain. You don't even need to buy a domain. We got one for you, right? Easy to remember, easy to type domain. If you're subscribed to our text service, that's going to appear there automatically as well, so I can get phone numbers for every lead. We got the QR code so people can scan that as well to go to the flyer. But these flyers from Listings to Leads literally help you generate listings and buyers. So if I was a homeowner near this open house or this listing in general, and I saw one of the listing flyers, you would be able to capture me as a seller lead right from this listing flyer, right? How awesome is that? And between the QR code and the text IVR, you're able to get people to that lead capture single property website a lot easier than otherwise possible. All right. So make sure you are using the Listings to Leads print flyers here for your listings. We got postcards and door hangers. So these are similar to the nearby homeowners letter. So if you'd rather use a door hanger and drop those off on the doors or on the open house or your listing at any status, as well as postcards. All right, so postcards and door hangers, sign writers. Right, so if you're subscribed to our text and IVR service, make sure you got sign writers. I know we've got a number of new designs coming. I'm super excited about that. These still work, right? In fact, I like option number 1 better because it's just very simple, right? Text one, whatever the property ID is, to 25678. Super simple, super easy. It does what I call it pass a 25-mile-an-hour test, so people driving by can actually see it and execute on it. All right. So super easy to do there. A few other tools as well that you can use, including YouTube listing video. So if you haven't yet generated that YouTube listing video, by all means, click where it says generate a video, and then that will upload that video to your YouTube channel. All right. Now, I talked about a couple of other things that you can do to generate and engage leads in your area. All right. And these are to take advantage of the 50 plus PDF reports that we've got in your account that are all branded to you. All right, so let's take a look at this. There's one here, 12 mistakes to avoid when selling your home. This is absolutely awesome for seller leads in your area with name, email, and phone number for every lead. All right, so people see the ad, they click on it, and name, email, and phone number will come up. They click next and they go to a page where they can download the PDF guide, and they'll also be emailed a link to download the PDF guide. And I've got another one that I do here, and this one's and this is with the video, and this is down payment assistance for local home buyers. So we've got even these videos are in your account to run ads with. All right, so I'm going to show you just real briefly here. If I go to ads in the upper left-hand side of my listings to leads account, create PDF report ad. And from here, you're going to see both English and Spanish. All right, so I've got a lot of options here. So English and Spanish, select which language you want your ad to be done in. And give me a second here. I'm going to close a few of these windows. All right, so select the report that you want to run an ad for. So in this case, let's say 25 factors that impact your home value, or you got 6 things, but you see a lot of them. So I'm going to click on one of them, and we'll just walk through how to do an ad. It's similarly to the listing. So location, and this is going to help set us up as the real estate expert in our area. All right. Not a lot of people have access to this many PDF reports on real estate, and they certainly don't have access to be running Facebook lead ads this fast and easy with them in either English or Spanish. All right, so I just type in the location name. I'm just going to confirm my budget and whether I do daily or lifetime. Now, when we go for seller leads, we default to $50 for a week. All right, because seller leads are usually a little bit more expensive. But again, I could change that to 40, to 80, to 100, whatever I want to. All right. Again, I can change the media. I can retarget to a previous custom audience of mine. I got advanced options right here. But really, just location and publish. That's all you got to do. All right. Location and publish. And that will get that ad up to Facebook and you generating really good leads. And we're going to do one more. I'm going to do one more ad. Create PDF report ad again. So I'm going to do one for a buyer report. So again, create PDF report ad. And you can even toggle between buyer reports and seller reports. So I'll click on buyer report so I can see them just a little bit easier. And what I like to do is I like to run one seller report a week and one buyer report a week along with a couple of listings, right? So I might have my open house. I may have a just sold. Then I may have a seller report and a buyer report ad also running so that people really know I am listing homes, I'm getting homes sold, and I'm helping people, both buyers and sellers, with their questions. All right. With 25 plus reports for both buyers and sellers, you are the expert in real estate as far as anyone is concerned in your local area. All right. So let's pick up one here. First time buyer's guide. And let's do down payment assistance. And the reason I'm going to pick this report is we've got a video available, and we're doing videos for all of these reports. But for now, let me just show you. All right, again, I'm going to go to change media. And we're literally doing videos for every single PDF report that we've got in our system. So here's the video for down payment assistance. And you can even upload your own video. So if you want to do a video on how you can help down payment assistance or people with down payment assistance in your area, or with any of these PDF guides, you can always upload your own video, right? And use your own video here as well. So, but anyways, I'm going to select the down payment assistance video from listings to leads, click insert. And we will let that. So it's going to process, and that could take about a minute to process. And once it is processed, that publish button will activate again, and you'll be able to click it and actually publish that ad. So we'll wait a couple of seconds here, see how long that takes. It may take just a quick minute, hopefully, and then we can take a look at that ad up on Facebook. But if not, once that is processed and that publish button is activated, click the green publish button, get that ad up to Facebook, and now we've got open house ads. We've got an ad directed to homeowners about how to help them sell their home. We got an ad for home buyers, and it may not be the down payment assistance. Maybe it's a different PDF for buyers. But the key is we don't want to be a one-trick pony and just advertise one listing. All right, if we can, I would do a listing like an open house, just listed, coming soon, or active, right? A buy side listing and a buy side report, right? And if I really could, I'd also include a sell side report. So one of those PDF guides that talks about how you can help homeowners in your area sell, some of the dangers of overpricing, of listing, and go through our PDF guide. You'll see some that are really cool that will be helpful in your area. And then lastly, if I could, I would also, to make sure, run a fourth ad, which would be either a pending or a just sold ad out of listings to leads, because that's going to help me also generate even more listings. Because I want people to, again, I want people to see me listing, selling, sharing, being an expert, helping them with their real estate goals. All right. And using listings to leads, it is so easy to do that. Market every listing for leads, market every listing for branding, engage your seller sphere of influence, your database, the cold market, everywhere you need to be at generating business. So if you need any help with any of this, by all means, please let our support team know. We do have managed services. So if you are not into doing all of this kind of stuff for yourself, let our managed services team know. You can either email success@listingstoleads.com or let support know, and somebody will reach out to you and help you with whatever questions you have. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.